Explore the short-lived but legendary Pony Express, which delivered mail across the United States in just 10 days, from April 1860 to October 1861. The Pony Express was founded by William H. Russell, Alexander Majors, and William B. Waddell in 1860. Riders like Buffalo Bill Cody and Wild Bill Hickok carried mailbags weighing up to 20 pounds each. The Pony Express route spanned 1,966 miles from St. Joseph, Missouri, to Sacramento, California. Riders changed horses every 10 to 15 miles, using over 400 horses to complete the journey. The Pony Express delivered nearly 35,000 pieces of mail in just 18 months of operation. The Pony Express ceased operations on the 26th of October 1861 due to the completion of the transcontinental telegraph. Ever wondered how our brains adapt to walking backwards? Walking backwards reduces our visual field by 70%, making it harder to detect obstacles. Our brains use a different neural pathway for backwards walking, involving more cognitive effort. Backwards walking engages the cerebellum, which coordinates balance and motor control. It takes an average of 30 minutes for our brains to adapt to walking backwards efficiently. Backwards walking can improve balance, posture, and even reduce knee pain in some individuals. The longest recorded backwards walk is 26.2 miles, set by a Chinese athlete in 2018. Meet Greta Thunberg, the climate activist who has taken a reclusive approach to her advocacy, and learn about her remarkable achievements, including being named Time magazine's Person of the Year in 2019. Greta Thunberg was diagnosed with autism, ADHD, and obsessive-compulsive disorder at age 12. At 15, she began skipping school on Fridays to protest climate inaction outside the Swedish parliament. Her solo protest inspired a global movement, with millions participating in Fridays for Future rallies. In 2019, she sailed across the Atlantic Ocean to attend the UN Climate Action Summit, refusing to fly. Time magazine named Greta Thunberg Person of the Year in 2019, at just 16 years old. She has spoken at over 20 international climate conferences, urging world leaders to take immediate learn how to use the anchoring effect to your advantage in negotiations, just like real estate agents do, by making an extreme initial offer to set the tone for the rest of the conversation. The anchoring effect is a negotiation tactic that sets the tone for the rest of the conversation. Real estate agents often use anchoring by listing properties at a higher price to create a negotiation buffer. Making an extreme initial offer can influence the counteroffer and final agreement. The first offer in a negotiation typically serves as an anchor, shaping the other party's expectations. Anchoring can backfire if the initial offer is perceived as unrealistic or insulting to the other party. Mastering anchoring requires understanding the other party's goals and limits to make a strategic initial. Nokia was once the leading mobile phone manufacturer, but it failed to adapt to the smartphone revolution and lost billions. Nokia dominated the mobile phone market in the early 2000s, holding over 40% market share. In 2007, Nokia's CEO, Olli-Pekka Kallasvuo, dismissed the iPhone as a threat, calling it expensive and niche. Nokia's Symbian operating system, used in its smartphones, was clunky and outdated, leading to poor user experience. In 2010, Nokia's market value plummeted by 75% due to its failure to adapt to the smartphone revolution. Nokia's partnership with Microsoft in 2011 to use Windows Phone OS was too little, too late, and ultimately failed. In 2014, Microsoft acquired Nokia's mobile device division for $7.2 billion, marking the end of Nokia's mobile phone era. From ancient Rome to modern times, bathing has been a staple of hygiene. Ancient civilizations like Greece and Rome used bathing as a social ritual, not just for hygiene. Romans used a mixture of olive oil and sand to scrub their skin, then rinsed with hot water. In ancient Rome, urine was used to clean and whiten clothes due to its high ammonia content. During the Middle Ages, bathing was seen as a luxury and even considered sinful by some Christians. The first modern shower was invented in 1767 by Scottish engineer William Feetham using a hand-cranked pump. Today, the average American uses around 30 gallons of water per day, with bathing accounting for nearly 20% of that. Uncover the history of border tensions between North Korea and its neighbors, including the Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, with South Korea, and the border disputes with China and Russia. The Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, between North and South Korea, is the most heavily militarized border in the world. The DMZ is 2.5 miles wide and 155 miles long, with over 1 million soldiers stationed along it. North Korea's border with China is over 880 kilometers long, with several disputed areas and territorial claims. Russia and North Korea share a 17-kilometer border with a disputed island in the Tumen River. The North Korea-China border has seen several clashes, including a 1,969 skirmish that killed hundreds of soldiers. Visit Loma Linda, California, home to the Seventh-day Adventist community, known for their healthy lifestyle habits, including a plant-based diet, regular exercise, and stress management, which contribute to their high life expectancy. Loma Linda, California is home to a large Seventh-day Adventist community with a unique, healthy lifestyle. Adventists in Loma Linda live 4 to 7 years longer than the average American, with some living up to 10 years longer. Their plant-based diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, contributes significantly to their longevity. Regular exercise, such as walking and cycling, is a key component of the Adventist lifestyle in Loma Linda. Stress management techniques, including meditation and prayer, help Adventists cope with daily pressures. Get a closer look at 3 of the most astonishing bridge collapses caught on camera, including the Silver Bridge disaster in West Virginia, which killed 46 people in 1967. The Silver Bridge in West Virginia was built in 1928 and was deemed structurally deficient in 1965. On the 15th of December 1967, the Silver Bridge suddenly collapsed during rush hour, killing 46 people. The collapse was caused by a single eye-bar failure, which triggered a chain reaction of structural failures. The Silver Bridge disaster led to major changes in bridge safety inspections and regulations across the United States. The I-35W Mississippi River Bridge in Minneapolis collapsed on the 1st of August 2007, killing 13 people and injuring 145. Learn how RA affects 1% of the global population, causing swollen joints and fatigue, with expert insights from Dr. Rheumatoid arthritis affects approximately 1% of the global population, or 70 million people worldwide. RA is an autoimmune disease where the immune system mistakenly attacks healthy joints, causing inflammation and pain. Women are 3 times more likely to develop RA than men, with peak onset between 30 to 50 years old. Swollen and tender joints, particularly in the hands and feet, are common symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis. Fatigue, fever, and weight loss are also common symptoms, making diagnosis and treatment challenging. Early diagnosis and treatment can significantly improve quality of life and reduce long-term joint damage.